Have you ever stopped to think about what you're really drinking? Sometimes, the choices we make every day may seem harmless, but many popular beverages are hiding dangers that can seriously affect our health. What if I told you that some of these drinks can be like silent traps, leading to consequences you never imagined? Imagine yourself at a gathering with friends, all enjoying your favorite drinks, laughing and having fun. But beneath that surface of joy, there's a shadow, an invisible villain lurking in every sip you take. Sodas, ready-to-drink juices, energy drinks. They might seem harmless, but they contain ingredients linked to serious diseases like cancer. This is not something to ignore. Many of us don't realize that with every sip, we are exposing ourselves to substances that, in excess, can be harmful. Studies show that some of these beverages are associated with an increased risk of developing serious health issues. What could be a simple thirst can turn into a choice that affects your quality of life in the future. It's time to face the truth. You might be putting not only your health at risk but also that of your loved ones. Knowledge is power, and what you don't know could very well be what's endangering you. Now, more than ever, we need to be mindful of what we're consuming. Throughout this text, we will explore 10 drinks that may be more dangerous than you think. Get ready to uncover the truth and maybe even make changes that can protect you and your family from hidden traps. Don't let ignorance become your greatest weakness. Let's uncover these secrets together and ensure a healthier future. And now, let's move on to the first drink. But first, just check if you're subscribed to the channel, because the upcoming videos will be a series of content that will help you prevent cancer once and for all. Have you heard about alcohol, right? It's found in drinks like beer, wine, and even colorful cocktails. But did you know that, although it seems harmless in small amounts, drinking alcohol too often can be a serious problem for your body? Let me explain it to you simply. When you drink alcohol, it enters your body and needs to be processed by the liver, which acts like a special filter for our body. The liver works hard to remove all the bad substances that enter our system. However, if you drink too much, it becomes overloaded, like it has too much work and can't handle everything. Additionally, alcohol can change how your cells behave. Cells are like pillars that make up our body, and when something goes wrong with them, it's like those pillars become weak. When these cells are damaged because of alcohol, they can start to grow in a weird way, which can increase the risk of serious diseases such as cancer. Yes, alcohol can make your cells become disordered, and that's not good. Before we continue, I know we're living in a very busy world where we often don't have time to take care of our health, so I've made my digital book, The Definitive Guide to Natural Cancer Prevention, available for you to download right now in the first pinned comment. This book will help you prevent or eliminate cancer from your life once and for all. So click on the first pinned comment, as we have only a few copies left, and it will be taken down soon. Click now and get your digital book. Another important thing is that when you drink too much alcohol, it can also harm other parts of your body, like your mouth, throat, and stomach. Some research shows that excessive drinking can make these areas more vulnerable to cancer. You know that discomfort in your throat when you overdo it with a strong drink? That discomfort can be a sign that alcohol is hurting those sensitive areas. But don't worry. I'm not saying you can never drink. The point is that you need to be careful and not overdo it. A little drink now and then on special occasions can be nice, but when we drink too much and too often, the health risks increase significantly. The second drink. You know that cold soda you love to drink, especially when it's hot outside? It's delicious, refreshing, and hard to resist, right? But let me tell you a secret. Soft drinks have some things in them that can be really bad for your body, especially if you drink them too often. First of all, soft drinks are full of sugar. And when I say full, I mean really a lot. Sugar in large amounts can mess up many things in your body. It makes you gain weight faster than you think, and if your weight goes up too much, your body may have a harder time protecting itself against some diseases. This even includes cancer. Sounds strange, right? But too much sugar can make your body more inflamed, and that inflammation creates the perfect environment for cancer to grow. Another important thing about soft drinks is that they contain substances called additives and preservatives. These names may sound complicated, but basically, they are things that companies put in drinks to make them last longer on the shelves and to have that color and flavor we like. The problem is that some of these additives, when consumed in large amounts, can harm your cells' health, making them messy too, just like we talked about with alcohol. And there's more. Soft drinks can also be acidic, which means that when you drink too much, they can irritate parts of your body, like your stomach and esophagus, which is the tube that carries food from your mouth to your stomach. If this happens too often, these areas can get hurt and even develop serious problems, like esophageal cancer. If you find it hard to stop drinking soda, a good tip is to gradually cut back and try swapping it for something healthier, like natural juices or fruit-infused water. It might seem harder than it is, but over time, you might notice that your body feels much better without so much soda around. See, drinking soda once in a while isn't the end of the world, but if it becomes a daily habit, your body might start to suffer the consequences. Did you already know that these drinks could be harmful? Leave a comment if you've tried any of them or if you know someone who could benefit from these tips. I'm here to help, and I want to know what you think. Who hasn't smelled that delicious coffee aroma in the morning, right? Many people love to have a cup to wake up and feel more energized. Coffee is one of the most popular drinks in the world, and besides helping us stay alert, it also has some health benefits when consumed in moderation. But, like everything in life, when consumed excessively, it can cause problems, and one of them may be related to cancer. You might be wondering, how can coffee, something so common, be linked to cancer? The answer lies mainly in two factors: the temperature at which it is consumed and the substances it may contain when prepared in certain ways. First, let's talk about temperature. When coffee is too hot, like those steaming cups, it can hurt the inside of your mouth, throat, and even your esophagus, the tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. This constant heat can create small irritations in these tissues. And what happens when something is irritated for a long time? It can start to change in a way that isn't good for our body. Studies have shown that consuming extremely hot beverages can increase the risk of cancer in these areas because repeated irritations can evolve into more serious issues over time. Another point about coffee is the roasting process. When coffee beans are roasted at high temperatures, they can release a substance called acrylamide, which, in large amounts, can be harmful and is associated with an increased risk of cancer. But don't panic. The amount of acrylamide in coffee is usually small, and drinking coffee in moderation isn't something that will harm most people. The key here is not to overdo it. Having coffee in moderation, about 2 to 3 cups a day, and whenever possible, waiting a little for it to cool before drinking can make a big difference in protecting your health. If you really enjoy coffee, you can also mix it up with other hot drink options, like tea, which has benefits and is usually less irritating to these areas of the body. In the end, coffee is delicious and can even help your body in various ways, but the secret is balance. The more you know how to manage it and avoid those mistakes of drinking it too hot or in huge amounts, the more you can enjoy your coffee without worrying. Well, we're moving on to the next drink. But first, I noticed you haven't liked this video yet. It's very important for YouTube to keep delivering our content to you, so we can continue helping you in cancer prevention. So, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It's free. Whole milk is something that many people grow up drinking, whether at breakfast, snack time, or before bed. It's known for being a great source of calcium, essential for strengthening our bones and teeth, and many parents offer it to help their children grow strong. And that's true. Whole milk has many benefits. But, like everything in life, it's important to know the right amount and which types of milk may be better for us. What happens with whole milk is that, besides all the good calcium, it also comes loaded with saturated fat. This fat is a type of bad fat that, when consumed in excess, can harm our body. And we're not just talking about weight gain. These saturated fats can increase bad cholesterol levels in our blood. Over time, this can put heart health at risk, blocking arteries and raising the chances of developing serious diseases. Another thing to watch out for is that this extra fat in milk may be linked to an increased risk of developing certain types of cancer, especially those related to the digestive system, like colon cancer. This happens because frequent consumption of saturated fat can cause inflammation in the body, which in turn creates an environment where cancer cells can develop more easily. So what to do? Do we have to cut out milk completely? The good news is, no. The key is to know how to choose. There are other milk options, such as skim or semi-skim milk, which have much less fat but still contain calcium and other good nutrients. Additionally, if you like alternatives, there are plant-based milks, such as almond, soy, or oat milk, which are also good options and can be lighter for your body. In the end, whole milk isn't the villain of the story, but it's important not to overdo it and to keep an eye on portions. As with everything in nutrition, the secret is balance. Have you downloaded your digital book, The Ultimate Guide to Natural Cancer Prevention? I prepared it with great care because I know it will be very important for preventing or eliminating cancer in your life. The book is waiting for you in the first pinned comment. Many people love iced tea, especially when it's hot outside. It seems like a much healthier option than drinking soda, right? After all, tea comes from plants, it's natural, and it's full of health benefits like antioxidants that help our body stay strong. But when we talk about ready-to-drink teas, the ones we buy in bottles or cans at the store, the story can be a bit different. The main problem with these ready-to-drink teas is how much sugar they contain. Sometimes the packaging says the tea is natural or that it doesn't have many calories. But just take a look at the label to see that it can be packed with hidden sugar. And sugar, when consumed in large quantities, can do more harm than good. When we ingest too much sugar, the body can struggle to process it, leading to weight gain, increased bad cholesterol, and even the risk of diabetes. Moreover, consuming too much sugar over time can cause inflammation in the body, which increases the risk of diseases like cancer. That's because cancer cells love a sugar-filled environment and feed off of it to grow. Unfortunately, many ready-to-drink teas that seem harmless end up delivering a hefty dose of this ingredient. But of course, that doesn't mean you have to stop drinking iced tea. The tip is, make your own tea at home. It's super easy. You can brew tea with leaves or tea bags, let it cool, and if you want, add a bit of honey or some lemon slices to sweeten it naturally. The best part is that this way you know exactly what you're consuming, without any surprise hidden ingredients. In summary, sweetened ready-to-drink teas may seem like a healthy choice, but they often come with a lot of sugar, which can be harmful to health in the long run. So next time, how about preparing your own tea at home and enjoying all the benefits without the risks of excess sugar? The sixth drink. We learn from a young age that drinking water is essential for our health. After all, water helps hydrate the body, regulate temperature, transport nutrients, and eliminate toxins. But is all water that looks clean really safe to drink? Unfortunately, not always. In some areas, the water that comes from the tap or even from natural sources can be contaminated by pollutants. These pollutants can come from various places, such as factories, sewage, or even agriculture, where chemicals are used to help plants grow. Sometimes these products end up in rivers, lakes, and other water sources that we use. When water is contaminated with toxic substances, like heavy metals, lead, mercury, pesticides, and even residues from industrial chemicals, it can be very dangerous for our health. This is because, even in small quantities, these substances can impair our body's functioning. They can cause long-term diseases, such as liver and kidney problems, and even increase the risk of cancer development. Additionally, there is another risk that we may not always notice: harmful microorganisms that can be present in contaminated water. Bacteria, viruses, and parasites can enter our bodies when we drink or use contaminated water, causing infections and serious health issues. So, what can we do to protect ourselves? First, it's important to know the source of the water we drink. If you live in an area where water quality is questionable, it's best to use appropriate filters that eliminate impurities or, if possible, consume bottled water from a reliable source. Another tip is to avoid drinking water from rivers or lakes, especially if you're unsure about its quality. In summary, water is essential for life, but it needs to be of good quality. Contaminated water can pose serious health risks, including cancer. Therefore, it's crucial to ensure that the water you consume is clean and safe. I want to hear from you. Do any of these beverages make up part of your routine? Comment below if you often drink them or if you have a friend who could use these health tips. I'm here to answer your questions and exchange ideas. Many people believe that diet beverages are a healthy choice, especially when they are trying to lose weight or take care of their health. But are they really that good? Let's find out. Diet beverages, like sodas and teas that claim to be 0 calories, are often sweetened with artificial substances. This means that instead of sugar, they use sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or stevia to give the drinks a sweet taste. And the idea is great. Fewer calories, more flavor. But what many people don't know is that these sweeteners can have effects that aren't so great for our bodies. Studies have shown that frequent consumption of diet beverages may be related to some health problems. For example, some research indicates that these artificial sweeteners can interfere with how the body processes sugar and may even affect the gut microbiome, which is the collection of bacteria that live in our intestines and help with digestion. An unregulated microbiome can lead to digestive issues and, in some cases, increase the risk of diseases like diabetes and obesity. Another concern is that the sweet taste of diet beverages may lead people to crave more sweets and processed foods. This is because the body may get used to having a sweet flavor, leading to less healthy food choices. Additionally, there are studies linking excessive consumption of diet beverages to an increased risk of more serious health problems, including some forms of cancer. Even though these sweeteners are approved by health authorities, The truth is that we still don't know everything about how they affect our bodies in the long term. Therefore, it's always good to remember that the best choice is to drink plain water or natural teas without sweeteners. If you want a little extra flavor, try adding slices of fruit or fresh herbs to your water. This way, you avoid the risks of diet beverages while ensuring you're taking care of your health. The next drink, who hasn't felt that midday fatigue and thought, an energy drink will give me the boost I need? But wait, before you crack open that colorful can full of promises, let's talk about what's really inside it and how it can affect your health. Energy drinks are beverages that usually contain caffeine, sugar, taurine, and B vitamins. Caffeine is what really makes the magic happen, as it gives a feeling of energy and alertness. But, as with everything in life, too much can be problematic. When you consume too much caffeine, you might experience side effects like insomnia, nervousness, rapid heartbeat, and even headaches. Besides caffeine, many energy drinks have an absurd amount of sugar. This can give you a quick energy boost, but it can also lead to a sharp drop afterward, making you feel even more tired. And here's the catch. Excess sugar is linked to problems like obesity and diabetes, which are things we all want to avoid. Another ingredient, taurine, is a substance that helps with heart and muscle function, but its effect in high doses is still not completely understood. So, mixing it with large amounts of caffeine and sugar might not be the best choice. Believe it or not, the combination of caffeine and sugar can lead some people to become dependent on these beverages. This means you might start to feel like you need them to function day to day. That's not healthy. Energy drinks are also not recommended for children and adolescents, as their bodies are more sensitive to these ingredients. This can affect healthy growth and development. So instead of grabbing an energy drink for a boost, how about a healthier option? Drinking water, natural juices, or even making a smoothie with fruits can be a great way to get energy naturally. This way, you stay healthier and still feel good. And don't forget to grab your ebook, The Definitive Guide to Natural Cancer Prevention. It's very important that you get it right now before the copies run out. Who doesn't love a glass of creamy chocolate milk? It's a drink that's popular among kids and even adults, whether for breakfast or as a tasty snack. But let's take a closer look at what's in this delicious beverage and how it can affect our health. Chocolate milk is usually made with milk, chocolate powder, and sugar. The sweet taste and chocolatey aroma are irresistible, but just like other products we love, we need to be careful. The first thing we can notice is the amount of sugar. Most chocolate milk contains a high amount of sugar, which is what makes the drink so tasty. The problem is that consuming too much sugar can lead to health issues, like dental cavities, weight gain, and even diabetes. In addition to sugar, many chocolate milk products also contain additives and preservatives, which are ingredients added to enhance flavor and increase the product's shelf life. Sometimes, these additives are not very good for our bodies, especially if you're drinking chocolate milk every day. And if you think you're having a healthy drink just because it contains milk, remember that whole milk also has fat. While milk contains important nutrients like calcium and protein, excess fat may not be ideal, especially if you're trying to take care of your health. But don't be sad. You can make a healthier version of chocolate milk at home. Just mix a little unsweetened cocoa powder, milk, and if you like, a bit of honey or a natural sweetener. This way, you control the sugar content and still enjoy the delicious chocolate flavor. So, the next time you crave chocolate milk, think about the ingredients. Eating and drinking tasty things is great, but taking care of your health is even better. How about making your own version at home and having fun in the kitchen? Who doesn't love a chilled juice on a hot day? Powdered juices seem like a quick and convenient solution, right? You just mix the powder with water, and voila! But wait, let's discover a bit more about what's really inside those colorful packets. When you open a packet of powdered juice, the first thing you notice is the vibrant color and the sweet aroma. This happens because many powdered juices contain additives and colorings that give them a super attractive appearance, but that doesn't always mean they're healthy. The problem is that these additives may not be good for our bodies. Additionally, most powdered juices have a high amount of sugar. Yes, sugar makes the flavor tastier, but it can also cause health problems, like cavities and weight gain if consumed in excess. Another issue is that powdered juices often contain little to no real fruit. This means you're not getting the vitamins and nutrients that come from fresh juices. In fact, many powdered juices are made only with artificial flavors that mimic the taste of fruit but don't provide the benefits that real fruit offers. Fruits are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help our bodies function well. If you love juice, how about making your own at home? It's easy and so delicious. You can use fresh or frozen fruits, mix them with water or coconut water, and even add a little honey if you want a sweeter taste. This way, you ensure you're drinking something real, healthy, and delightful. So, the next time you think about powdered juice, remember, the drink that seems convenient might not be that healthy. Opting for homemade natural juices is a fun and tasty way to take care of your health. Did you like the book The Definitive Guide to Natural Cancer Prevention I left for you in the pinned comments? If you haven't downloaded it yet, hurry over and then come back here to tell me your opinion. So, everyone, now that we've talked about the 10 drinks that can be dangerous to our health, it's time to reflect. Remember when we discussed the hidden traps in the things we drink? Well, it's super important to pay attention. Think about it. The drinks we choose may seem tasty and harmless, but some of them can pose serious risks. It's like rolling a dice every time we take a sip. You wouldn't want to take that gamble, right? So, whenever you're choosing a drink, remember to take a look at the ingredients. Opting for healthier options like water or natural juices can make a big difference. And don't forget, what you put into your body is super important, and taking care of your health is like having a superpower. Stay alert, talk to your family and friends about this, and together, make more conscious choices. After all, our health is our greatest treasure. Let's all protect ourselves and ensure a healthier future. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing tips. See you next time.